What if the most powerful beings in heaven looked at you with envy? What if something inside you right now makes angels wish they could trade places with you? This isn't mythology, it's hidden in the sacred texts of 3 major religions. And what you're about to discover will change everything. What angels would trade their wings for. Here's something that'll blow your mind. Angels, those perfect, glorious beings of light, actually envied us. Sounds crazy, right? But buried deep in Christianity, Islam, and Judaism lies a truth so powerful, it explains why humanity holds a position in creation that even celestial beings couldn't reach. Let's start with something most people miss. When God created humans, He didn't just make another creature. According to the Quran, He gathered all the angels and commanded them to bow before Adam. Not to worship Adam, but to acknowledge something extraordinary placed within humanity. Almost every angel obeyed, except one. Iblis, known as Satan, refused. "I'm made of fire," he protested. "He's just clay." But here's the thing. Iblis wasn't just being disobedient, he was jealous. What could make a being of pure spiritual energy jealous of clay? The answer is in what God breathed into that clay. In Genesis, shared across all 3 faiths, it says God breathed His own spirit into humans. That divine breath gave us something angels never received. The power to choose, free will, the ability to create our own destiny. Think about this right now. Angels are perfect servants. They execute divine will flawlessly. They never mess up, never question, never deviate. Sounds amazing, right? But here's what they don't have. The ability to grow. They're eternally fixed. You can evolve. You can transform. You can become something greater than you were yesterday. Jewish mystical texts, the Kabbalah, reveal something fascinating. When God announced His plan to create humans, angels actually questioned Him. Why create beings so flawed? They asked. God's response was profound. You see only their beginning. I see what they can become. Angels saw imperfection. God saw potential for infinite growth. In Christian theology, Thomas Aquinas wrote that fallen angels couldn't bear watching God pour so much love and attention into creatures they considered inferior. The human capacity to love God freely, to choose righteousness over sin, to experience redemption, all of this was incomprehensible to beings who only knew automatic obedience. Here's what hits different. Your biggest weakness might actually be your greatest strength. Your ability to fail and rise again, to doubt and seek faith, to sin and find forgiveness. That journey is something angels will never experience. And deep down, that created an envy so powerful, it shook the heavens. But wait until you hear what else made angels jealous. Why your physical body makes heaven jealous. This might sound wild at first, but stay with me. Angels envy your body. Yes, that physical form you sometimes take for granted is actually a gift beyond heavenly comprehension. Let me explain why this changes everything. Angels exist in pure spirit form. They inhabit celestial realms, constantly in God's presence, witnessing divine glory. Beautiful, right? But there's something they can't do. They can't taste honey, feel rain on their skin, smell flowers, hear music vibrating through their chest, or touch another being with warmth and affection. They know about these things, but they've never experienced them. In Islamic teaching, there's this concept called barzakh, the barrier between spiritual and physical worlds. Humans uniquely exist in both realms simultaneously. We're spiritual beings having a physical experience. Angels only know one dimension. They see God's creation but can't interact with it the way you do every single day. Your 5 senses? They're portals to knowledge angels will never possess. Every sensation is a form of wisdom unavailable in heaven. They can contemplate creation intellectually, but you can feel it, shape it, transform it with your hands. Jewish mysticism calls the body levish hanafesh, the garment of the soul. But it's not just any garment. It's through your physical form that your soul can perform tikkun, the healing and repair of the world. Angels maintain cosmic order, but they can't heal, build, or elevate physical reality. That's exclusively human work. Christianity takes this even further. When Jesus, God incarnate, came to earth, he didn't take angelic form. He chose human flesh, with all its vulnerabilities, limitations, and pain. Why? Because only through complete human experience could he fully redeem all of creation. That tells you something massive about the value of your physical existence. Saint Augustine wrote something powerful. Angels behold God's face directly, but we can do what they never will. We can become instruments of divine transformation in the material world. Every action you take, every choice you make, every act of kindness physically changes reality in ways angels can only witness. Islamic scriptures reveal that when angels saw humans could reach higher spiritual stations through earthly trials, some questioned divine wisdom. The answer came, they serve me by nature. Humans will choose me through love. And that free choice outweighs all programmed obedience, which means every moment you choose faith, you're doing something heaven can't. How human love outshines all angelic worship. Ready for the real secret? Here's what Christianity, Islam, and Judaism all point to, but few truly grasp. Angels can worship God perfectly, but only humans can genuinely love Him. And there's a universe of difference between worship and love. Angels were designed to serve. They fulfill divine commands with absolute precision. No doubt, no hesitation, no real choice involved. It's like software running its program perfectly. But you, every morning, you wake up with the option not to believe, to question, to doubt, to walk away. Yet when you still choose faith, choose goodness, choose love that has infinite value. There's a beautiful passage in the Jewish Midrash. More beloved is a repentant sinner than an angel who never sinned. Why? Because genuine repentance, real transformation, the conscious choice to return to the right path, only humans can do that. Angels don't make mistakes, so they'll never know the redemptive power of forgiveness and change. Think about someone you deeply love. That love was built through experiences, choices, overcoming difficulties, moments of connection, and even conflict. Now imagine if that person was programmed to love you, with no choice in the matter. Would it be the same? Of course not. That's exactly the difference between divine-human relationship and divine-angel relationship. Islam brings a powerful perspective here. On Judgment Day, according to Islamic tradition, faithful humans who chose the path of goodness through intense trials will receive positions in paradise higher than many angels. This isn't about pride, it's recognizing that free choice under pressure means more than effortless obedience. Saint Teresa of Avila described her mystical experiences revealingly. Angels know God, but we can fall in love with Him. And God falls in love with those who freely choose to love Him back. That reciprocal love, imperfect, full of ups and downs, but genuine, that transcends all angelic worship. Take a deep breath and feel this. Right now, in this exact moment, you possess power that caused celestial envy. Your next choice, however small it seems, carries immense spiritual weight. Your capacity to love when it's difficult, to forgive when it hurts, to believe when circumstances suggest otherwise, that's divine power flowing through human experience. Drop "Awakened" in the comments if this is resonating with you, and smash that subscribe button if you want to keep uncovering truths that transform, because what's coming next will flip everything upside down. What makes you more than angels ever could be? Here's where everything connects. The real reason angels envied humans wasn't just free will, not only the physical body, not even the capacity for love alone. It was something bigger, the potential to embody the complete union of opposites. Angels are beings of pure light, existing in a state of static perfection. But you're the meeting point between dust and divine breath, between temporary and eternal, between fragility and strength, between error and redemption. You're a living bridge between heaven and earth, and that makes you unique in all creation. Genesis, shared by Judaism and Christianity and referenced in Islam, says humans were created in God's image and likeness. Angels were created as servants. We were created as reflections. This means within you exists a spark of divine creative capacity. You can create, transform, bring something new into existence. Angels execute what's already determined. You can dream what hasn't been imagined yet. Deep in Jewish mystical texts, there's a teaching: when God created the universe, he intentionally left small parts unfinished, not because he forgot, but so humanity could participate in ongoing creation. Angels maintain what exists. You can add to what exists. In Islamic Sufism, there's the concept of insan al-kamil, the perfected human, one who fully realizes their divine potential. This state isn't a denial of humanity, but its maximum elevation. It's when you recognize every earthly experience, joy, sorrow, victory, defeat, is a step on a spiritual ladder that angels observe but never climb. Jesus said something revolutionary in the Gospel of John: "You will do even greater works than these." He was speaking to ordinary humans, not angels, because humans have something even celestial beings lack: the capacity for infinite growth, eternal transformation, to surprise even the Creator with their choices. Every tear you've shed while still moving forward, every time you chose good when evil was easier, every moment you loved when hate was simpler, all of this sculpted in you a spiritual beauty that no angel, in all their unchanging glory, will ever possess. Your human journey, with all its imperfections, is a masterpiece in progress. Angels are perfect statues. You're living clay, being shaped by every experience, every choice, every breath. Leave divine in the comments if this touched your heart. Like this video because this message needs to reach more people. Subscribe to the channel and share it with someone who needs to remember their own worth. Stay tuned, because we still have so much more to unveil.